Hello and welcome to another episode of Train Sim World 2, where I'm doing my best to drive virtual locomotives without causing major disaster. Or do I? Anyway, before I begin, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and follow up with bell button to turn on the notifications and stay up to date with my latest content. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Train Sim World fans, talk about the game in general, share some cool mods, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. Welcome back in another episode of our fantastic journey along Sandpatch Grade. We will continue as we did in previous episodes to discover what Train Sim World 2 has to offer for us on this particular route. We completed 15 missions already, which is quite large achievement. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty much the first time I managed to get that far in that game. 2 episodes ago, we managed to complete fantastic route. In last episode, perhaps, well, we got back to Cumberland yard to do some switching again, and hopefully today we will continue to discover more and more and more of that fantastic scenery. So let's have a look what the game has to offer for us today, shall we? Right, so we are on the game screen basically. And as you can see, we got 15 out of 31 missions completed. So let's just load the game and let's see what the game has to offer for us today. Cumberland charge. Okay, sounds like more switching, but well, I hope it's gonna be something different. Okay, so once more we are starting away from our locomotive. I think it's... Oh, okay.
A unit coal train came out of Shaw loading facility with a traction problem. They want the additional motors we brought up to Sandpatch to help them get the train to Cumberland, where the locomotives can be swapped out.
Okay. Okay.
Reporting as X570. We'll take the locomotives over to Salisbury Junction and couple up to B251. Let's climb aboard and get going.
Alright, right. So, we are going to help another train to actually make a climb. I'll start from setting up my locomotives so that we can eventually perform this operation. Right. We don't need a radio on the rear locomotive. That can stay. Right. We need those two. Let's see. At long hood end, yeah, that's the light control. Fantastic. Okay, let's just see if everything is set up. This is cut out, this is off. Fantastic. That needs to be off and that needs to be off. Right, throttle on idle, headlights off. Okay. MU valve sorted. Alright, I think this locomotive is ready to go. As long as we don't have to swap it, everything should be fine. If not, we will change it when we get to the destination. Right, let's get down. I'm not gonna use that bridge. I'll just climb in here. Fantastic. And let's check our lead locomotive. Okay, so first of all, the numbers, they need to be on. Headlight control. controlled with long hood end. Fantastic. Radio is on. I'll leave the warning devices off. I don't want to mess with the attender, or with alerter. Oh, sorry, attender. Why would I call it attender? Right. MU valve, lead or dead. Fantastic. I can put reverser handle. Set my headlights to bright. Gauge is light. Ooh, they look pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. They are very useful during the night, but during the daytime they are absolutely useless. Ditch lights might be useful. Right, automatic brake handle is off. But we are going to travel in that direction, at least for now. So this is gonna be needed. Okay, I'll turn on what is that, generator field, so that we can actually move. Cutout valve to freight, and we are going to attach ourselves to freight train. Set the reverser to backwards to head out of the sand patch crossovers. Oh, okay. Reverse, right.
This is X570
release
requesting a track
automatic
warrant
brake.
from Sandpatch to Salisbury Junction. Over.
X570, subject to signal indications. Proceed from Sandpatch to Salisbury Junction. Over.
Oops. The train is rolling.
X570, subject to signal indications.
That's my
proceeding
mistake.
From Sandpatch to Salisbury. Out.
Okay. The cutout valve is set to freight. Okay. Allot 2 notches of throttle. And then release independent brake. Oh, I was supposed to sound a horn before. But it shouldn't be a problem. Right, the visibility is a bit low, but we got a proper light set. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We need to reverse out of this siding. And then proceed onto the main line to connect to the train that is stopped somewhere on the route. I wonder how long this mission will take. It might be a couple of minutes. I doubt it will be. It will more likely be another long mission. So yeah, today we are going to discover much more of this line, which is making me excited. I really like it. Okay, we went past this light. Hopefully I won't have to suddenly stop. I think the next light is red, so we might need to... Yeah, the next one is indeed red, so I will have to stop. Yeah. Oh, 1.9 miles. That's fine. I won't be traveling that far. I just need to stop in about 550 yards to change my direction. Okay, we are rolling in. Fantastic. 17 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. I'm not going to lie, but well, we are just going on a pretty much straight line, and there is a high speed limit anyway, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. 200 yards, 150 yards. Okay, let's let it coast. The loco will slow down as we are going uphill. ...50 yards. Oh, we went past. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Okay, let's just release the brakes and let the loco to roll. And it is rolling in opposite direction, which is not making me happy. Right, 1 mile per hour. That's the problem of this game. I basically went past this point, and I still have to maneuver to actually stop at the exactly right spot. Good. Right. Stop at location. Yoder just beyond Salisbury Junction. Am I going in the right direction? That is the question. It says 61 yards to the green light. But I can't see it. Okay, I can't see it because the stopping point is so perfectly set that the light is just behind my speed meter. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let's get going. Let's turn off the bell. Let's apply throttle. And let's go. Come on, come on. Can I see that light already? It should pop up right here. There we go. That's the light post. Is it? No, it isn't. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Basically, I had no chance to actually see that light. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Okay, okay. Anyway, we are rolling. We're getting there. We can speed up to 30 miles per hour. We need to travel a whopping distance of 5.6 miles, but being empty is not a problem. That should really go fast, even with those speed limits. What is that sign? It says something, but summit of Allegheny blah 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 mountains, I think. Okay. Okay, okay. 23 miles per hour. That might be the last time we see that much speed. Oh dear, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, we are traveling at solid 27 miles per hour. The train is actually speeding up. Okay, I can let it coast because we are going downhill. Ooh. And I will have to use some braking. Yeah. It will be dangerous without the brakes. So that's the kind of route I'm on. Train is still speeding up. Ooh, this is really, really dangerous. Right, so this is part of the mountains where the tracks are going downhill. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. So I believe I will definitely have to change the direction. 5.1 miles in those mountains is really, really tough to go through. I'm not going to lie. Right, the train is not really slowing down. in 1.9 miles we got yellow light, which isn't bad. That's perfectly fine. We managed to set our brakes so that our speed is more or less at the spot. Okay. This is looking pretty good. Not sure if there was any whistle sign. I think I missed it. I was a bit more focused on... Yeah, there was a whistle sign. Oh my goodness me. That's what I thought. That this road approaching from the right side was probably going to cross the tracks at some point. Let's release the brakes a little bit. Let's give the train a little bit more speed. Okay, we are slowly speeding up, which isn't a problem. And let's focus on observing the signs. This time I would like to actually sound a horn when I'm being prompted to. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, another speed limit. 35 miles per hour for us. Okay. Oop. It's really hard to adjust the brakes. We are at 15%. The train is slightly slowing down. Right, let's release them completely. Okay, that looks really, really good. And 13%. Ooh. Is the speed still increasing? Looks like it is. Yeah, 20%. Another whistle board. This time I haven't missed it. Okay. Oh, the visibility now is pretty low. Let me just turn off the bell. It's annoying. Okay. We are going through that junction. Fantastic. Or, well, crossing. 3.8 miles to go. 450 yards to first yellow light. Ooh, that bend. It's really tough to actually see anything through that window. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if that's poor camera placement position, or if that's what it is supposed to be. Okay, 2.5 miles to another yellow signal. That's good. Yeah, so I believe that we will have to help this train to climb up this incline, which is about 1%. It's not as tough as the previous one, so if this one won't be over 4,000 tons, I believe we should be able to overcome this this hill. The question is how this train is set up, how long it is. I will have to inspect all the locomotives because last time the game decided that setting things incorrectly is the right thing to do, and obviously we all end up knowing how this could have ended. Well, I definitely end knowing how this ended because I wasn't able to make up that climb. and I don't want to repeat this story again. Even though I think I could make this climb in this direction, at least looking at the inclines so far. It would just take me very long time, and I don't want to spend 4 hours climbing over 5 miles of tracks. That's definitely not something I would like to do this afternoon. Well, and not something I have to do this afternoon. Apart from recording this video, I also have to get to work. So I really wish to make up with my plans so that I can deliver this video to you for the time you are watching it. And probably if you are watching it, I succeeded in my small plan. But yeah, that's just side note. Right, another whistle board. In fact, I can leave the bell on, because I'm passing through some sort of village. Okay, that looks good. Another crossing. And another one. Oh my goodness me. There we go. I think we went past. We can now turn off the bell, so that there is limited amount of annoyance or annoying elements. We still got 2.5 miles to go in straight line to our destination, which means that on the tracks we will probably travel a little bit longer distance. We nearly passed that 2.5 miles that we had to this yellow signal, and definitely we didn't get closer by 2.5 miles from our target. So just because the road is a little bit curvy, we will definitely travel about 10 miles to get through that 5 miles gap that we started on initially. It's not a big deal. 5 to 10 miles is not that large distance to cover, so we should be perfectly fine. Let's see how this mission goes. Right, let's release the brakes, and the train will start speeding up naturally. We still got 2 miles to go. Yellow signal up ahead. Okay, 16% on the brakes. That might be a bit large amount of braking. Oh, no, we are going down on 1.2% incline, which is perfectly fine. That will nicely compensate for my braking power and let me hold my speed. And this is how we're going to progress for the time being. 1.6 miles to go in a straight line to our target. In 2 miles we will see the red light. Okay, so now I need to be prepared to eventually stop, because I believe we will have to request permission to get onto the same track as the train that we are about to connect to. Then I will have to set up my locomotive again to make sure that everything works perfectly fine. And when that's done, we will probably have to change the direction. So that is how it's working. Unless we are going to help the other train to go in the same direction. In that case, all I will have to do is to set M2A valve to... Oops, wrong direction. M2A valve to trail 6 or 26, which we do pretty much every time we connect locomotives in tandem. Set my cutout valve to cut out because I don't need it, or Oh no, I will have to leave it on freight. I forgot about it. And I think I also need to turn on the radio if the locomotive is on both ends of the train. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right. I'm not going to lie, but the visibility is absolutely terrible in that locomotive. That driver's seat is way too much to the left, and I can't really see the tracks, especially on tighter bends, and especially when the bends are going to the left. This is really disturbing because you actually can miss a signal. That's not something I would like to do. Right, 35 miles per hour speed limit, which was basically just a repeat. Nothing has changed. We got 0.6 miles to go. We should soon start counting yards. Okay, 1,000 yards to go. I am now slowing down a bit, which is good. I in fact need to start slowing down, because in about 1,000 yards there is a red signal up ahead, and I don't want to go over it. That would be embarrassing. Okay, we now entered even ground. We need to stop in 560 yards. 25 miles per hour on the clock, and we are slowly slowing down, which is good. I will add 10% of independent brake to increase braking force just by a tiny bit. ...320 yards. Okay. We are constantly slowing down so that we can approach this stopping mark with relatively low speed. I don't want to charge in it. Oh. Okay, now I need to increase the braking force. Yeah, just as I expected. We are basically running into a risk of okay, there we go. And now our guy will have to request a signal, I believe. Oh, okay, contact dispatcher, so we need to do that. Proceed at restricted speed. Fantastic. So let's release the brakes. And let's attach our train to this. Consists 52 vehicles. Okay. Okay. Let's slowly make contact with this train. Fantastic. Right, so for a change it was me who was supposed to contact with the dispatcher, which is not a big deal. That's pretty much the first time I used this function, but as you can see, it does something in the game. I'm not sure how many of you actually ever contacted with dispatcher in this game. That was, for me, that was the first time I had to actually do it. So I'm glad I had this small help turned on, and that the game prompted me to actually perform this task. Okay. We are proceeding nicely. Oh, and there is another train passing right next to us. What does this guy carry? I think those are tankers. Pretty typical cargo that I've seen on these trucks. Yeah, those are tankers. How lovely. Absolutely amazing. Right, 55 yards. Let me just slow down my train. If I can slow down below 5 miles, that would be great. Just a tiny notch of independent brakes. There we go. Wait for a moment. Set the reverser to neutral. So that's what I thought. Okay, reverser is on neutral. Handle on. Oof, not emergency. Handle off. Okay. I think I might have accidentally turned on emergency brakes, so let me just first set it correctly. Yeah, brake pipe is at 37. Oh my goodness me. Right. Handle off. Cut out to cut out. And trail 6 or 26. Let's turn off the lights. Let's turn off those lights. Switch off the engine run, generator field, and fuel pump. Okay. Okay, so it's actually prompting me. Okay. Radio fuse to off. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. That is correct. Handle is off. This is on bail off. Okay. That is set correctly. Okay, radio off, this off. Okay, just quick double check. Controlling with, controlling from another unit couple at either ends. Okay. Okay. I need to take this handle with me. Right. So this is set correctly. Let's get to another cab. Crossing. Close. Fantastic. It's now opened. Closed. There we go. Doors are opened. Okay. So now we need to turn on the radio. We don't need that. Control with unit couple at long hood end. Fantastic. So that is sorted. Let me sit down in my seat. I need to turn all three of them on. I need to put the lights on bright. Reverse it to neutral for now. Gauge lights, I don't need those. Ditch lights on. Oh, the guy jumped in. That's lead or dead. Okay, set the banking com to on. Distributes power across all locomotives. Yes, this is on. Cutout switch to freight. Fantastic. Okay. And independent brake on release. Oh, 30%. Okay. Set the automatic brake to release. There we go. And now we need to wait for brake pipe pressure to raise. So it's gonna take some time. It's gonna hold us on this siding for a while, because as you can see, brake pipe is not increasing that drastically. So yeah, a little bit of wait for us, about a minute or so. So let's now enjoy the views. I think we can set the reverser to forward, which is gonna be good. And let's look at our beautiful train. Okay, that's the end locomotives. Hopefully they are set correctly. If they are not, I will have to run there. Okay.
This is B251, requesting a track warrant from Salisbury Junction to Cumberland. Over.
B251, await passage of an eastbound train, then subject to signal indications, proceed from Salisbury Junction to Sandpatch. Over.
B251, subject to signal indications, proceeding from Salisbury Junction as far as Sandpatch. Out.
Okay. Okay. Didn't they said that I need to wait for another train? Okay. Anyway, let's approach those lights. Ooh. Come on, don't roll back. Okay, we got the power. That's most important part. We managed to start this train going uphill. I still need to wait for another train to pass. So I will just roll slightly. I'm not going to carry on over a long distance. I think that's pretty much enough. Okay, 20% service. I still have to wait for those lights to change. Ooh, I managed to stop a little bit too early. I probably should have waited. Yeah. Wow, stopping with that load takes a lot of time. Just look at this. I wasn't going that fast. But at least that was a good brake check. The problem is that now I will have to use external camera to actually observe what's up ahead. Right. Let me apply independent brake to 33%. Automatic brake can be released. Okay, we got yellow light. So now I can actually proceed. Let's release independent brakes. Notch 3. And there we go. There we go. That's our coal train. Just look how lovely it looks like. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Time to grab some screenshots. Right, in 2.1 miles we got red light. So I believe that's the train that was passing us just a few minutes ago when we were approaching this consist. So once more we are trailing another train, so there is no need for us to actually charge at fast speed. We will proceed slowly and try to drive a bit defensively in order to not catch up with the train up ahead. For now, notch 4 should be enough. However, later on we will definitely increase that to notch 8 as there's gonna be quite large uphill battle. Okay, we are proceeding nicely. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Just look at this. Even though water doesn't seem to have a greatest graphics in the world, it looks really, really nice. Oh. Another nice screenshot. Fantastic. Okay. It's 5:30 in the afternoon. So the lights starts to actually bring some sort of effect. It's getting a little bit darker. Maybe not exactly dark, but you can basically see that the lights are already fairly visible, which also means that we will soon have to actually actively use them. Okay, let's increase our speed. We can't be waiting for too long. We still got 1.7 miles to go until we reach that red light. So hopefully by that time it will change to yellow and we will be able to proceed. We don't have to rush, but there is no need to slow down too much. Oh wow, this guy is very long. Just look at this. It is going and going and going, going. There we go. He made it through. I wonder what kind of locomotive is pulling that, because like it's pretty much same as long as mine, if not longer. And it needed just 2 locomotives in order to get through. Okay, okay. So this is interesting mission. I believe that every single train that is about to pass those mountains and climb uphill is getting extra help from another locomotives that are stationing on one of those sidings. So I believe that was my turn to actually do that and help other trains to actually pull the cargo, get uphill and get things sorted. Okay, the lights have changed, so we are clear to proceed. Oh, that was a whistle board. Okay, we can turn the bell off. Oh yeah, we are approaching that village, so there's gonna be a couple of crossings that we need to go through. Oh, just look at this. Just look at this. What a nice screenshot. Okay, we are climbing up. Okay, another screenshot taken. I can turn the bell off for now. Just beautiful. This is just amazing. Okay, that looks really good. And another screenshot to my lovely collection. Hopefully I won't be struggling to actually select a proper thumbnail this time. Last time I had very hard choices to make. Well, last time we've been traveling over this part of the route, obviously. I had really hard choices to make. It is not easy to decide from all those beautiful screenshots. Okay, we are doing 25 miles per hour. I can actually go up to notch 8 as the incline increases. Oh, now you can feel the power. That is beautiful. Are those fans working? I think they do. Yes, they are. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Just look at this smoke. There we go. Another screenshot taken. Whistleboard. 4.1 miles to go. Alright. There we go. 2.5 miles until next red signal. I believe it will change by the time I will reach it. But who knows? Who knows? I think that's another whistle board. Or is it... Oh no, that's just a distance board. Absolutely amazing. Right, one more screenshot. Let's jump into our cabin. Ooh, the train is actually slowing down. Right, so that means that the rear locomotives are not set correctly. If this train is slowing down. Because it shouldn't. I should be easily able to keep 25 miles per hour with 4 locomotives. So it's not gonna be easy climb. The game is not making things easier for me. Because the rear locomotives are not set. And this is bad. Yeah, they are definitely not set. I'm doing just 18 miles per hour on 0.8% gradient. So when you will be playing this mission, dear viewer, remember you will have to run all the way down to the end locomotives and set them up correctly. Otherwise, well, this climb is gonna take you a while. You can make it, you can still fulfill that task, but you are running at the risk of wheel slip and sliding down. Because 1.2% grade is more than enough to slow you down. And as you can see, I'm just doing 18 miles per hour. And I can guarantee you that all those 4 locomotives are more than enough to actually get you through. So it's not gonna be easy climb, sadly, just because the game decided to not set up the rear locomotives correctly. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be a disaster. I should have checked the rear part of the consist. But yeah, running for pretty much nearly a mile was not something I wanted to do. And well, that laziness is gonna cost me a bit. Alright, another crossing. I can basically leave the bell on for now. Thankfully, the climb is not as steep on this small bit of the route, but it's gonna change. It's gonna soon change, and I will have to be much more careful while trailing the next train, because if it's gonna get too close, we might run into our problems. Well, thankfully we are doing 21 miles per hour, so that's not a bad speed, but it's gonna get worse. We're gonna go down to like 10 miles per hour on notch 8. That's what we will be able to do. Just because the rear locomotives are not set up at all. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This game doesn't stop to amaze me. I really wish there would be like a quick way to jump into rear locomotives, but there isn't. There just isn't. I will have to run there if I run into our problems in next 2.7 miles. I hope I won't. But I'm absolutely sure that this 1.2% gradient that we will have to climb over is not going to help us. I will be running at 10 miles per hour for last 2 miles or for last mile, just to climb up to our station. Oh my goodness me, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really, really tough. Oh well, I'm sure we can make it. I'm absolutely sure about it. But it's not gonna be easier. That's why you shouldn't trust the developers of this game. They can't even set up the locomotives for you. Or at least the rear ones. The front ones are fine. Ooh, what is that device? Okay, okay, that is interesting. First time I noticed that device at the front. I think that's gonna be alerter, which is measuring time or distance that I traveled to eventually turn on. Obviously it is turned off right now, so we are not getting any feed from it. But don't take my word for it, that's just my assumption that this will be alerter. Or at least part of the alerter system. Right, the gradient is actually, yeah. It is increasing, so we will soon start to slow down. I can already see on that speedometer that, yeah, the speed is slowly going down. Not the best thing to see. But we should be alright. 2.2 miles to go. Okay, yellow light. Fantastic. Now it's only 1%, which is not bad. But it's gonna get a little bit steeper. Okay, that looks good. New speed limit. Not that we are going to go anywhere near it, mostly because the rear locomotives are not giving us any power. Sadly. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We are getting full power from first two locomotives, which is good. And hopefully the rearmost locomotives are at least partially set up. So at least one of them is giving us any power. But yeah, I can see that this drop in speed is definitely indicating that something is not set up correctly on the rear. I'm not going to change it right now. We should be able to make this climb. But I'm not really happy about it. Okay, 20 miles per hour. Yeah, the speed is constantly dropping. I might soon start to use excessive sand to get through, which is not making me happier. 1.7 miles to go. Come on, loco. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. 19 miles per hour. I really don't like the fact that we are slowing down. Yeah, it's 1.5% climb, which is not a good thing to see, especially when you are short on power. And we are short on power. This is not good. This is not good. Yeah, that is definitely not good. 18 miles per hour. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on, you can do it. For now I don't need to sand, but I can see that these two locomotives are actually struggling a lot. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Another point where it's slowing us down. Well, 17 miles per hour shouldn't be that tough. We shouldn't be running into a problems just yet. 1.3 miles to go. I think that's the steepest part of the track that we will have to go through. So we should be alright. I think the speed is slightly increasing, which is good. But it's not gonna last forever. In 1.5 miles we will have yellow light. Okay, another whistle board. Good. Very, very good. 1.1 miles to go. I'm not sure if that's the entirety of the mission or if we will have to continue up to the Cumberland. That would take us another 2 hours. I'm not super sure if continuing today would make any good for me. I might run into a bit of a delay with that. But hopefully the mission will end as soon as we reach the top of this hill, which shouldn't be that far away from now. Then we will probably have to detach our locomotives, which is not a big problem, and reverse back onto that siding, which again is not a problem. Okay, we managed to increase our speed, which is good. Let's get into external camera for a while. Oh, you can see those locomotives struggle just by a tiny bit. I'm absolutely sure that not everything at the back is set up correctly. Okay, we basically entered the yard. All we have to do now is climb up to the point where we need to stop. So it's just a tiny bit and we are there. Oh, just look at this beauty. Good. Okay. The hill just got a bit steeper, but it's nothing bad. The next signal is at 0.8 miles and my stopping marker is at 0.6, which is perfectly fine. We are quickly approaching the point where we will have to stop, which isn't that much of a big deal. So I guess what we did to set up our part of the consist was more than enough to actually fulfill this mission. But yeah, pulling heavier cargo over longer distances, trying to climb uphill, will definitely require all 4 locomotives to contribute. And I have a feeling that not all 4 of them are currently contributing to that goal. They are a little bit sluggish. I can feel that they are not performing as well as they should, and that's the effect. Our 17 miles per hour speed is exactly the effect of not correctly set locomotives. I believe that developers have tested that in the way that they properly set only one part of the consist. Perhaps fully fueled could be completed if I would set at least front locomotives correctly. Probably that would be the case. but there is no guarantees that it would ever happen. Right, 380 yards to go, and we should stop. Oh, as you can see, without me even touching our brakes, my speed is constantly dropping. And it's only 1.2% incline. Imagine if I would have to climb over those 1.7% or 1.5% inclines that we've seen the other day. Right. At a 100-yard marker, I will just drop my throttle to 0. As you can see, my train is naturally slowing down. I will put the brakes in full service. Oh, I might have overshot a little bit. Yeah, I'm surely... Yeah, I have surely overshot. Not just by a little bit. Oh. Okay.
This is B251, requesting a track warrant from Sandpatch to Cumberland. Over.
Oh my goodness me. So we are going to continue to Cumberland.
B251, subject to signal indications, proceed from Sandpatch to Cumberland. Over.
Oh my goodness me.
B251, subject to signal indications, proceeding from Sandpatch to Cumberland. Out.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to go to Cumberland. Right. Let's get this bad boy on the road. Yeah, and as you can see, just because our locomotives are not set correctly, I will have to run down to the end of the train to set them up, because right now I'm rolling back and I'm unable to move. Okay, it's not a big deal. This can be amended, but as you can see, I've just run into a dangerous situation just because those locomotives are not actually set. Okay, I will leave this on the brakes. Let me jump off my seat, because with incorrectly set locomotives we are running into a danger, and I'm not going to take that risk. So bear with me. I will use a magic of time-lapse to show you what I did, because it's gonna take some time, you know. Alright, so here we are back at our locomotives. As you can see, or as you could see on that time lapse, I had few things to set in order to make things work. So hopefully right now everything will be fine. Right, let me just apply independent brake. Release automatic brake. I need to wait for brake pipe to charge. It's gonna take some time, but well, that's the best I can do. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, it is going to take some time. But right now this locomotive should be much more responsive. Sadly, we will be traveling much later than we should. But that is something that we had to do in order to make this thing work. So right now, I should be able to actually get this bad boy on the move. Otherwise, I would just run into our problems. As you could see, I was well slipping when I was trying to get on that signal. Oh, we are rolling back. So I need to apply some throttle. Right now the brakes are released. Okay. And as you can see on notch 3, we are basically able to move. I need to give it a little bit sand in notch 4. But I should be able to get on the move. Come on, come on. Come on. I'm absolutely sure that this thing is working. Oh, okay, notch 5 to make it move. Well, sounds reasonable. Oh, and I need to keep using sand. Okay. Technically, I'm not supposed to use sand over the junctions, but, well, in this example, as soon as I let go of sand, I will run into our problems. Oh, okay, I can let go of sand. It's gonna take a while before I will get to speed. But I should be perfectly fine. And providing that the train up ahead got a little bit of a distance over us, we should be perfectly fine. We will be using a little bit of a braking force to slow the train down as we are going downhill. But it shouldn't be that tough. Okay. We are picking up the speed pretty nicely. It is going to take some time before we will be able to get to a proper speed. However, the incline or the climb is going a little bit flatter. In fact, I was supposed to give a sound signal. Better late than never, as they say. So that's what we are going to do. I will increase my throttle by a notch. Okay. Everything is progressing nicely. We are not running into a wheel slip. Let's have a look. Yeah, now those two locomotives seems to be giving me power, which is something that I definitely need. Before they were definitely not. And this is quite heavy consist, as you can see. We are picking up the speed, which is good. Notch 7. Okay, that looks good. That looks very, very good. Okay, 8.5. Just look at this. Just look at this. Now I'm sure we got enough power to actually get through this difficult route. I'm absolutely sure about it. 11 miles per hour. 12 miles per hour. Yeah. That is exactly the power that I was short of. But it works now. It is going to work now. However, yeah, it's gonna be a long video. It is definitely going to be a longer video. I don't mind. I personally like to take those shots. But yeah, definitely we've already spent a good 1 hour and a half. And we just traveled 5 miles. We still got quite long distance to go. Hopefully it won't take that long. It's still 15 miles. But we are going to go downhill. So the things will be slightly different than the last time. We will be traveling at much greater speeds. I will try to keep my speed much closer to the maximum. We are already traveling downhill. And I can already see that it is making a lot of change. Oops. Sound PCS. Sound indicator. Brake indicator. Ooh. I forgot to turn on. No. Oh, these are lights. These lights, sound indicator. Step lights on. I'm absolutely sure that the lights are somewhere here. I forgot to turn on those gauge lights, but well, this tunnel is not that long for us to worry about it. I will let it coast because we are still picking up the speed. Let's see if independent brake at 50% is going to do a lot. No, I will have to use automatic brake. Ooh. Yeah. I do have to use automatic brake. Otherwise, I won't be able to get through it. So this is the part of the route where I will be excessively using brakes to actually slow down. Okay, let's see if initial reduction is going to help me. Yes, initial reduction is going to help me. So I will balance between release and initial reduction. There we go. I might in fact turn on those gauge lights right now. Okay, and that's how we are going to travel from now on. I will be using train brake to actually slow us down. Because as you can see, even on initial reduction, the train is speeding up. Oh, okay, right now it's slowing down. I really... Ooh. Yeah. I need to watch out on that. Because right now I'm braking at 33%. Okay, let's go down to initial reduction is no longer helping me. Because inclines have gone up. So this is going to be interesting. Last time we've been struggling to actually get our train to move. And right now we are going to struggle to get our train to stop. Ooh, it's 1.7. The train is still picking up the speed. Just look at this. I'm on full brakes. Automatic brakes are on full brakes. And I'm not slowing down. Wow. That is one of the first missions that I can't actually stop. Okay. Wow. I'm traveling at full brakes. And I ended up speeding. Not a big deal if you ask me. We should still end up this mission with a gold medal. But we've lost a couple of points on the fact that I can't stop this train. Just look at this. Brake pipe is charged. Well, is discharged. We are braking at the maximum rate possible. And this train is just not stopping. It is just not stopping. Oh, I think it is just now when the train started to really slow down. If I could drop the brakes down to 50%, I don't think I'm able to do so. Yeah, as soon as I began to stop fully, I need to release the brakes before I can reapply them. Wow. This is tough. Thankfully that was the only part of this route which was that heavy. Right now initial reduction should... No. Full service again. Oh. Oh. I'm running again into a problems. Don't speed. There we go. Oh my goodness me. Come on. Ooh. Again, I'm losing points for driving over the speed limit. But this train just doesn't want to stop. Just look at this. Oh my goodness me. Yep. That might be the first mission that I'm not gonna finish with a gold medal, because yeah, this train just doesn't want to stop. I definitely need to work on driving with my brakes, and I'm running into a dangerous zone of speeding on a bendy road. I do not want to do that. Just look at this. This train is constantly picking up the speed and I'm driving on a full brakes. Brakes are fully applied across entire train. And I'm 5 miles per hour over the speed limit. Yep, I'm definitely speeding and this train is not stopping. The train is not stopping. Oh my goodness me. This is tough. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, I'm driving significantly over the speed limit. I know that. But I just can't stop it. Oh. Wait. Automatic brake suppression. Emergency. Even on emergency braking, this thing doesn't want to stop. Just look at this. I literally had to use emergency brakes in order to slow down. Oh my goodness me. Right, I can start charging the brake pipe. Because this train might go to a full stop. Yeah, the train will definitely be brought to a full stop. Because I won't be able to charge the brake pipe before that happens. Oh, okay, brake cylinders are releasing. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, we won't be able to release the full brakes. Okay, let me get up. Let's see. Emergency brake valve is closed. Let me just quickly check. Is there handbrake somewhere here? It should be. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, handbrake is at the front. Right. Handbrake released. Okay. Let me get back here. Brake pipe is charging. So as long as the brakes are released, the train should start rolling on its own. There we go. It is rolling. Wow, this is one difficult mission, but not because I have to climb over a very steep hill. It's because I have to use excessive braking force to actually stop or slow down. Even on full brakes, this thing didn't want it to stop, and I ended up speeding. Wow. That is something. That is indeed something. Just look at this. I haven't even applied any sort of throttle, and I'm already at 14 miles per hour. Right. Let me apply automatic brake at 72%. Just look at this, and the train is still picking up the speed. This is absolutely amazing. 20 miles per hour. Wow. 21 miles per hour. 22. I'm speeding up even though the brakes are applied. This is not gonna be easy. I am definitely running into some sort of problems right now. Okay. Brakes are on full service. And I'm still not slowing down. Again, brakes are on suppression. Still nothing. Nope. One more time, emergency. Without it, I wouldn't be able to slow down. So we need to charge brake pipes again, which is going to bring us to a full stop. Because otherwise, I would just go over the speed limit. Wow. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, brake cylinder pressure is released, but before it will release across all train, yeah, it is going to take some time. Wow. This is definitely very, very tough. This train just doesn't want to stop. On full service brakes, it is just not stopping. This is a huge problem. That is indeed a huge problem. Okay, I need to wait for brake pipe to charge again, because without it I will just constantly be speeding. I won't be able to keep my speed because I can't control it. I can't control it because I'm going downhill with a massive cargo that is absolutely not slowing me down. Even on full service brakes, this thing is not slowing me down. Just look at this. It feels like I don't have any brakes. Perhaps I did set my brakes incorrectly when I was in the rearmost locomotive. I might do that again if I won't be able to stop. I'm gonna put my brakes at full service right now. And you can see that I'm basically, well, trying to stop. But I'm not. I'm absolutely not stopping. The train is constantly speeding up. Even though I am running on full brakes. That is absolutely ridiculous. Automatic brakes are on full service right now. And I'm absolutely not slowing down. The train is actually speeding up. Automatic brake is on suppression now. And it's still not really helping me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yep, I'm still speeding up. But hopefully, as incline has dropped a little bit, we might have easier time to keep our speed in check. I think normally it's around 1.3, 1.4%. Which is still not helping, because as you can see I'm constantly picking up the speed. But eventually the things might change as we progress further down the road. Now it's not really changing, isn't it? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is indeed a bit problematic, because there's not much I can do about it. I wonder if applying independent brake on full application is going to change anything. I don't think it will. Nope. And if I would put reverser on reverse, nope. This is definitely not helping. This is not helping. And I'm speeding. So I'm gonna have to stop. And now I can release the brakes. But they are not going to release before I will stop completely. Not a chance. Wow. Wow. I would never expect that this is going to be so tough. This train is just not slowing down. Just absolutely wow. That was a bit unexpected. Okay, the brake pipe is charging, but brake cylinders are not. Okay. 70. Yeah, I will have to wait for brake pipe to fully discharge. Yeah, for some reason brake cylinders are not reporting any... Oh, alright, brake cylinders dropped down to 0, which is fine. Let's give the train a little bit of speed. But inability to stop is really disturbing on this route. Wow. Wow. I'm already running on full service and the train is still speeding up. Just look at this. I'm doing just 6 miles per hour and this train is just okay, let's go. Let's go. There's no braking force. Just look at this. Wow. Absolutely wow. That is unbelievable. Wow. Okay, we will have to use some sand while braking, because otherwise it's not gonna go. Just look at this. Wow. It actually feels like I'm like sliding on ice. I'm not going to lie, it is very dangerous situation. I'm not sure what they do on rail on railway when they can't actually stop. I would probably jump off the train and let it roll. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely amazing. Right. The grade is dropping down a little bit. It's this section of the track where I can relax a bit, but it's not gonna get any easier from now on. The train is still speeding up, even though the grade has dropped. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just look at this. I wonder if sand will help. Probably. It should increase the friction. Not by much though. It doesn't seem to be helping a lot. Yeah, I'm constantly picking up the speed to the point where I will have to use emergency brake. Wow, just look at this. This train is just not stopping. Yeah, something is clearly not working. Something is definitely not working. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Right, so I guess that's the way we will be traveling up until the end. I will be using emergency brakes to actually slow down and bring the train to a full stop, because I just can't keep it within a speed limit. There's no chance. Even full automatic brake is not helping at all. That is absolutely amazing. This train is just not stopping at all. Wow. This is absolutely wow. I'm not sure if I set something up improperly. Probably yes. And I should have checked that prior to moving out. Because this is absolutely unbelievable. Just look at it. Automatic brake is immediately on suppression. Oh, okay. It is now released because the grade has dropped, which is good. But it's not really helping. I'm not going to lie. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, this route is constant fight. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on initial reduction. Okay, let's release it. Let's let the train roll a little bit. But I do not like it. The only good thing about it is that we are going downhill, so the only struggle I got is not how to get to speed, but how to lose it. And well, eventually I still got that emergency brake, which I can use from time to time. Obviously it will take a lot of hit on the brakes, and I believe that people that know how to drive on this road would say, oh shit dude, you just wasted entire braking system, or like probably there is a lot of love at this, but yeah, it's really tough to travel with this train if it just doesn't want to stop. Okay, I can put my brakes on suppression immediately. I'm on 1.2% grade right now, and as you can see, it is perfectly holding the speed, and it's not gonna last forever. Oh, the speed is actually dropping, which is nice, but it feels like I'm traveling on ice. I'm not going to lie. Thankfully, we are traveling in a relatively good weather, because from what I know, if the tracks are wet in this game, it's even more slippery. So I don't know how how am I supposed to stop if it's raining or if it's icy. Oh my goodness me, this is gonna be maximum. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Like, difficulty level will go to absolutely impossible. Right, anyway. %, service. Let's see how this does. This does nothing for me. 47% service on 0.9. No results. 73% service. Not really any results. The good thing is that I got higher speed limit right now, so I will be able to travel a longer distance over a shorter period of time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But 0.8% at full service does absolutely nothing. Just look at this. I'm on suppression, and it still does nothing. Yeah, the train is not really slowing down. And I'm constantly braking. I'm constantly traveling with my brakes on. I'm doing 28 miles per hour. My brakes are fully on. And I'm just counting seconds until I will have to push emergency brake. This is absolutely unbelievable. I still got 12 miles to go like that. Ooh, I forgot to use horn, but probably this train is making so much noise right now while trying to brake. That's like, everyone should hear that. I'll be honest with you, it's just because the sound has bugged that we can't hear the train slowing down. Just look at this. I'm on 0.7. Wow. Thankfully it just takes a second to engage emergency brake, and then it takes a while for brake pipe to actually charge, but I'd rather lose that time charging brake pipe than not be able to slow down at all, because it feels like I'm traveling on ice. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I'm just trying to slide downhill on a skid in the middle of the winter. There's no brakes. There are absolutely no brakes. It's like they don't exist. Just look at this. Well, the brake pipe is charging. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. And look how much time I have to lose in order to actually get through this section. Thankfully, closer to the end, I will be able to speed up, because there's gonna be 55 miles per hour speed limit. So I can just let my train go at that point and it will be perfectly fine. But until I reach that point for next 12 miles, I have to resemble to this. Because tracks in this game are made out of ice. Or there is something wrong with my brakes. That might be part of this mission. Okay, my brakes are fucked. And that would sound logically. Because, come on, it's 1.1%. Full brakes. And they do nothing. They literally do nothing. I don't know, maybe this is like 6,000 tons that I'm pulling. And that would make sense. I can't believe that this train just can't stop. Just look at this. Full service. Oh, it's actually slowing down for a change. Wow. Initial reduction seems to work. Okay. Okay. Yeah, something is wrong, because brakes are charging just a bit and then they are releasing on their own. Okay, okay, so there is something wrong with my brakes. That explains a lot. Because on full service, yeah, brake cylinders are not charging high enough. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, that explains a lot. That explains a lot about my situation. So something is not set up correctly. Still, I might have missed something when I was in the rear locomotive. And because of that, I'm running like I'm on a fucking skids. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not a safe situation. If full brakes, and that's full automatic brakes, yeah? If they can't stop my train from rolling, this is a problem. I'm on suppression right now, and brake cylinder It's not doing anything. With independent brake full application, it's not doing anything. I just don't have enough braking force to slow this train down. I'm unable to hold my speed because this thing is not slowing down. And I still got many miles to go. Yeah, this train is not stopping, isn't it? This train is not stopping. And I think I'm about to hit a tunnel. Okay, emergency braking. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Just look at this. Only on emergency brakes, the train is actually slowing down, which is good. But for some reason, without emergency brakes, this thing can't stop. It is very dangerous situation. This is extremely dangerous situation. Wow. Right, there is some issue with my brakes. I'm absolutely sure about that. And it's not because the tracks are too slippery. It's because something is still not set up correctly. I haven't checked everything, I think. Oh, I'm stopping just before the tunnel. Yeah, it is extremely dangerous situation. Right. I'm gonna stop here. And I'm gonna head on to the rearmost locomotive. Oh my goodness me. That's the problem of running those super long trains in this game. In fact, I could actually change the reverser back to forward. If I have to use emergency brakes in order to stop my train on a trial, it is really problematic. It is not safe situation, and it's not something that should happen. On the other hand, in that case, I would probably send the other guy that is with me to go and check what is happening on the rear locomotives, because there might be some issues with the brakes. Normally, you would probably check the brake continuity, and you would report, hey, I do have problems with the brakes. I can't slow down. Or I can slow down only using emergency brake. Or only one type of brake is working. Because you don't run 4,000 tons train if you can't fucking stop. Obviously, it's a game situation, so developers definitely designed this mission just specially for me to run to the rearmost locomotive twice to double check the brakes, and I believe I will find out that, for example, cutouts are not set up. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear, 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 oh dear. Or perhaps I've set them up incorrectly? I need to double check it. Oh my goodness me. Just look at this. If that game would at least have a teleport so I can, like, speed things up. Oh, are you joking me now? Oh my goodness me. Right. Are you joking me now? It is a joke, is it? I don't think I can cross the river. Oh, come on. Okay, I can climb over the train. This is not a safe place to be right now. Can you hear that hissing? That should not happen. This is on cutout. This is handle off. Okay. And this is on cutout. That's no good. Right. This is no good. So if I set it on freight, it could probably do a bit more. This is lead or dead. If I set it to trail 6 or 26. Oh my goodness me, something is not working, clearly. Right. Right. Feels like there is some problem with the brakes. And I do not like it. Yeah, this valve is closed. Reverser forward. Why there is a reverser in this thing? Oh my goodness me. Right. Should be lead or dead. Okay, technically everything should be set correctly right now. This handle is on emergency, but I should have it on off. Okay. And that's not supposed to be freight, it's cut out. Okay. Okay. Right. Hopefully there won't be any other train passing by. I will try to be as close to my consist as possible, because that bridge would prevent me from getting back to my locomotive. Oh my goodness me, this is a very dangerous situation. If my brakes are not working correctly, this is really bad. But I'm sure I've set them up properly. I think they reset as soon as I got back to my engineer's seat. This is really not good situation. Not to mention that this mission is taking way too long. This is taking way too long. Honestly. Like, I've spent nearly 2 hours already recording this video. And I'm still 13 miles away from Cumberland Yard. This is absolutely impossible. I'm not sure what am I supposed to do with this mission. Obviously, it can be passed, yeah? It's not that it's... Well, it's not that it's absolutely impossible. But it's gonna take me like 3 hours of using emergency brake. So I would perhaps keep hold on stable speed. That would be much more appreciated if I could not stop every 2 miles or every mile to actually use emergency brakes, because like perhaps the rails are made of literally ice, because come on, give me a break. Right, now it should be alright. So let's release the brakes and let's see what is going to happen. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take that time, grab a sip of coffee. Okay, by that time my coffee got cold. So what I'm going to do, I will keep releasing those brakes and I'll be right back with you with a brand new coffee, a hot coffee. Okay, so here we are rolling up nicely through this tunnel. The train is gradually, well, rapidly picking up speed, which is, well, exactly not the thing that I would like to. Let's see if initial reduction will now do anything. Well, it's definitely charging brake cylinder a little bit higher than previously. Last time it was like 3, 4. Okay, 25% service. It's not really doing anything. Oh my goodness me. Okay, 50%. Yeah, brake cylinders are going down for some reason. It's like something is releasing my brakes for me. That is not something what is supposed to happen. Okay, brakes at full service. And there's not much of a change, isn't it? Yeah, brake cylinders are going down. Oh my goodness me, this is not a good situation. Well, at least I stopped picking up speed. So perhaps something has changed. But for some reason, on full brakes, brake cylinders are reporting that there is still some pressure running out. Okay. This is still a very weird situation. And I'm not sure how to deal with it. Okay. Nope. Full service. And let's see what happens. Oh. A bit too late anyway. If someone would be at this crossing, he would be crushed right now. But, well, that is the best thing I can do. I'm still speeding up. I'm picking up speed regardless of the fact that I'm using full service brakes. And the brake cylinders are going down. Why? Nope. Well, it's just front brake cylinders. But if that's going to help a little bit, then I guess that's the best I can do. That is the best I can do. And I'm still picking up the speed. Nothing has changed. Oh my goodness me, this is not an easy route, definitely. Well, at least I'm able to progress, which is good. The bad thing about it is that I'm progressing a little bit too fast for my taste. Well, too fast. I still got 12 miles to go, and it's not helping. Yeah, the fact that I'm speeding up constantly is not helping at all. Okay. Another hit of emergency brakes. Because I'd rather fully stop than crash. I'm not going to lie. Obviously the brakes will be released quite quickly. Because brake pipe is already charging as I'm losing speed. But it won't be able to charge before I will bring the train to full stop. But that's how I'm going to progress through this mission. Because nothing so far seems to work. And I've already lost a lot of time during this mission in order to actually try and fix those skids. I'm constantly sliding down, even though I'm using full brakes across all terrain. They just don't work. And I'm not sure how to fix them. So I'm gonna use the only working solution, which is definitely not gonna be easy. I think in that case you will see only short clip of this video, because like showing you 3 hours of me struggling through braking and trying to like bring the train to a stop is not fun. It's not gonna be fun for you, it's not gonna be fun for me to actually render 4 hours video where I'm just complaining about how bad this game is. But yeah, situations like that are showing that this game is bad. Oh! You won't believe it! I actually managed to save the train from fully stopping from emergency braking, which is absolutely hilarious. Right. So, I'm gonna use suppression. And let's see if it's gonna help. No, it's not. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely hilarious. But for the first time, the train managed to actually not bring itself to a full stop. Which is, well, a bit of an improvement if you ask me. Not much of an improvement, but just a bit. Just a tiny bit, you know. 1.6% incline. And I'm going downhill. Trying to brake desperately. Crying for help. Oh my goodness me. Who designed this game? Come on. This guy should be fired. A person who designed a scenario where you can't brake is absolutely hilarious. Yeah, like I can understand that, okay, it's tough to climb up this hill, but being unable to stop regardless of your brake settings is absolutely hilarious. Seriously, come on guys, design this game properly for a change. It's like, oh my goodness me. Even like if there would be any indication of how I can fix it, I really wish the game to tell me that, hey, you know what, you want to fix your brakes, perhaps you could set this lever correctly. But when I was in the rearmost locomotives, and I've been there twice, I've been using various settings and they just don't work. Whatever I'm doing, it is just not working. Right, anyway, once more I need to wait for brake pipe to charge from emergency braking, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to slow down. So I will have to use this method to actually get down this hill. As soon as I get down the hill, things should be much easier, because obviously I won't be going down at 1.5% grade. But wow, this is either a bugged scenario, which I wouldn't be surprised to see, or it's, I don't know, it might be some issues with that physics or with whatever is causing this. But come on, full application of brakes and the train is still nowhere near to slowing down. I can't regulate my speed. The only way to regulate my speed in this game, or in this scenario, seems to be full emergency brake application, which is, well, I don't think that's the proper driving technique. And just look at this. I managed to get into so much perfection with that even if I apply emergency brake, I managed to release them before the train actually stopped. This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Right. Let me put them on suppression so I can continue for a little bit longer distance before I will have to apply emergency brakes. Just look at this. 1.5% grade. I'm moving at stable. I'm moving at 25 miles per hour. The speed is increasing. And the train is not slowing down by a tiny bit. Even if I would introduce sand, not gonna lie, there is absolutely no change. There is no change at all in how fast I'm gaining speed. I'm gonna introduce emergency braking. Release them, because I have to fully release those brakes. That's how they work. And just look at this. The train is currently on emergency brakes. I will release them before I will go below 15 miles per hour. Wow. That is absolutely wow. Well, at least I'm able to continue my journey, but I reckon I might not make it before I'm gonna have to go to work. This is another scenario that has very specific way of completion, and probably there is one setting that actually works and that will let me finish this scenario before 3-4 hours mark, but the fact that proposed by game or settings proposed by game are not actually working correctly is a little bit disturbing. The fact that the game asks me to stop at the point where I'm not able to move and I need to change the settings in real locomotives, and then my brakes doesn't work, is not correct. That's not how you design the game. I might not be a game developer, but like this scenario is not working. Because it's not about just regulating my speed. Oh, there we go. I'm speeding up already. I'm picking up the speed before I manage to actually slow down. Okay, let's get it to suppression so that I can actually slow down a bit. Well, slow down. I can slow down the increase of speed, but not by much. I'm still doing 28 miles per hour. And I basically just used emergency brake. Just look at this. I am now actually using emergency brake. Right, let's start releasing them so that I will prevent my train from fully stopping. Because I still want to continue. Oh, okay, next speed limit is 50 miles per hour. That is actually going to help me. Because with that increased speed limit... Oh, there is a whistle sound. I can't focus on those. I really can't focus on those. But yeah, that increased speed limit is actually going to help me. Because this way, I will be able to progress a bit faster. And I think that's this bit of a route where I can let it go a little bit more, and that is actually the point where I will start progressing. But seriously, like, I'm down to 21 miles per hour and my train is going to start picking up speed really soon. I might start picking up speed even before I will hit that speed limit. which is a bit hilarious. I'm still 12 miles away from my goal. Yeah, there we go. I'm already picking up speed. Oh, whistle sound. There we go. I will definitely miss some of those. Because I'm more focused on observing my brakes. There we go. I'm gonna leave the brakes on suppression and let my train to pick up speed. At least now I got a little bit of time to do so. Wow, just look at this. In fact, I might hit 50 miles per hour and still not be able to stop. This is absolutely hilarious. My brakes are actually releasing themselves, which is kind of problematic, isn't it? Because they are now basically released. Brake cylinder is at 7 psi. Oh, it's increasing to 8. But my train is still picking up speed. So I will still have to use emergency brake in order to actually slow down. And I'm not even traveling at 1% grade. I'm doing 40 miles per hour right now. Yeah. So I did run into some sort of brake issues. There's a whistle sound up ahead. But the train is actually not stopping. Just look at this. The brakes are releasing themselves. I'm not sure what's wrong or what I said wrong. But something is clearly not right. I'm basically running without brakes. I'm doing 43 miles per hour. And I can hear that there is slight braking. But at this point I feel like I'm rather damaging the brakes than actually traveling at the correct speed. Well, I am traveling at the correct speed, but I'm not slowing down. I'm just damaging the brakes. And I can hear that it's still squeaking. Wow. This is absolutely hilarious. Another whistle sound. Yeah, the train is trying to slow down, but it's not working. It's just 0.6 grade. This is absolutely hilarious. Thankfully, I can travel at high speed in this place. So perhaps things will change. I just don't see it. I will just overheat the brakes at that rate. Well, normally that's probably what would happen. They would overheat and I would lose all the braking power. And now I'm reaching the point where I will have to use emergency brakes once more. Yep. There we go. Oh my goodness me. Like, Running absolutely without the brakes. Okay, let's release them. Even emergency brake can't actually slow me down. Wow. Absolutely hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I literally feel like I'm driving on ice. Oh my goodness me, this is really tough mission. The train will just slightly slow down. I will reintroduce full brakes. And I feel like nothing will change. Right, the brake pipe is charging. The brakes are still holding. Next speed limit 50 miles per hour, which is definitely good for us. I still got 7.5 miles to go. Oh my goodness me, this is absolutely terrible. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. The incline is increasing. Is the train picking up the speed already? Not yet. Brake pipe is still charging. Did I release the brakes? Yes, I did. They are on full release. And we are already picking up speed. I need to wait for brake pipe to charge. I'm slowly picking up speed. But the rate will increase soon. Another whistle sound. I'm not sure if I should use whistle during the night time. As long as I won't crash, everything will be fine. But it's a bit problematic that the train is not actually stopping. Oh my goodness me. Another whistle sound. I feel like by that time I should be at Cumberland. I'm not gonna lie. Right, thankfully the incline is very small. So I'm gonna leave the train with brakes fully released. But this is not easy. This is not easy mission. Wow, I just earned a reward for driving 100 miles on this track. Oh my goodness me. Oh, another whistle sound. 6.2 miles to go. Okay. I really don't want to add throttle. because this is a bit problematic. Just 6 miles to go. We are driving downhill, basically having no brakes. Wow. Absolutely wow. Okay, at least I can relax a bit, because the train is no longer gaining speed at too high rate, so I can let it go as it is, and 34 miles per hour is appropriate speed. I still got 5.7 miles to go. It is gonna take some time, but wow, that is one really scary mission. The fact that I wasn't able to keep my speed without using emergency brakes is a little bit worrying, if that mission was properly designed or if everything is working correctly. It might be because I've said something wrong. I can't say that this is not a possibility. But the game definitely didn't preset everything correctly, at least on the side of the other locomotives. So for some reason I've been losing brake cylinder pressure, even though I wasn't releasing the brakes. For now though, I'm able to travel, and I think I will be able to complete this mission. We are traveling uphill, so the train should start losing some speed. That's good. 5.2 miles. We are on the final stretch. 0.5% incline, which is perfectly fine. And 5 miles to go. Yeah, that's the final stretch of our route. We shouldn't be struggling with the braking right now. We can carry on at 50 miles per hour. Another whistle sound to give. It's still 7:30, so it's not that bad. But definitely this mission took us nearly 3 hours already. And it was one scary ride, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to work. I don't think it is. If you apply full brakes and the train is not really willing to slow down, then something is wrong. Especially that emergency brakes seemed to be working perfectly fine, so they were slowing me down. So it's not just the fact that, okay, you apply full emergency brakes and just because you are falling off the cliff, you are not slowing down. But it felt like I was constantly falling off the cliff. And this is problematic. 4.3 miles to go. I just can't wait to finish this mission. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure if I will render full video or not. But this is a bit disturbing. I've spent 3 hours, well, nearly 3 hours, trying to get this train into its destination, and I'm still not there. And it's not because how long this track is. It's not that long. It's because I can't have full control over the train for some reason, and that is problematic. That is indeed problematic. Oh my goodness me. Anyway, we still got some headroom. 0.9 miles until the point where we will have to introduce some harder braking. I now introduced full service brakes, and the train seems to be slowing down pretty nicely. Okay, I need to slow down below 35 miles per hour. And for some reason, brake cylinders are now holding. Okay, we can now release the brakes as we are traveling on even ground. That's perfectly fine. We are going downhill again, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, 300 yards until speed limit changes. We got 3 miles to go. Wow, that is one scary mission. Let's just have a look at our train. That looks really nice. Let's take a screenshot. Okay, speed limit has changed. New speed limit 60 miles per hour in 0.7 miles. We got 3 miles. Ooh. Let's put initial reduction or a little bit more braking force, if you prefer it that way. The train is still speeding up, even though I didn't add any throttle. I'm idling. I'm on complete idle. Okay, we are going downhill a little bit. 2.7 miles to go. The train seems to be slowing down, which is good. 2.5 miles to go. In 400 yards, I should be able to speed up a little bit. Let's release the brakes. And immediately the train started to speed up. Okay, it's gonna take some time before I will fully enter the zone where I can stop using brakes. 60 miles per hour should give me enough headroom to do so. Even on full application, right now brake cylinder is holding up. Well, it's dropping. It is definitely dropping. Speed is also dropping. Oh, but we will soon enter the zone with 25 miles per hour. I will let the train to roll a little bit for a very short, brief moment. Yeah, 900 yards. That's the time to introduce full braking power. I really don't want to go above that speed. Come on, 700 yards. You can do it. 28. Come on. 27. Yeah, 26. Okay, that looks good. But we are going downhill. 25. And the speed stopped dropping. 24. I will slow down to 20 and release the brakes. 22. 21. Okay. I think that's the right moment to stop slowing down. 1.7 miles to go, and I'm entering 25 miles per hour zone. So I need to be very careful right now. (23). Again, full service. Wow. Back to full service. Come on, hit those brakes. Very good. Wow, it really feels like I'm traveling on ice. Okay, brakes can be released now. Wow. This is one very stressful scenario. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure what went wrong. Obviously the video will be slightly shorter because I will cut out all the visits in rear locomotives. But I feel like it's gonna be nearly 3 hours long anyway. Right, as we are traveling on even ground, I don't have to worry about speeding up or slowing down, at least for now. 1 mile to go. 1 last mile to go. Okay, we are already in this bit of tracks. Viaduct Junction. That's the point where I will be going into siding, but I will have to stop there first. And stopping at the right spot, if your brakes doesn't work, is not really easy task. Oh yeah, that is not going to be easy task. Yeah, we are going downhill again. Okay, but the brakes seems to be a little bit more responsive right now. Well, just by a tiny bit. Okay. A bit over 1,000 yards. Yeah, 1,000 yards. There we go. At 500 yards mark, I will start stopping. Perhaps it might be a bit short, but we'll see. 750 yards. I will put the brakes into 41% service. It's not really slowing me down. Yeah, it is not slowing me down at all. 62% train brake. And this thing doesn't seem to be slowing down. Ooh, that is really bad. It feels like those wagons doesn't have brakes. Seriously. Okay. (19 miles per hour), and I'm at 91% brake. Ooh, this train is not slowing down. Okay, time to introduce emergency braking. And it's still not slowing down. Oh, please. Can I just stop? Just stop. Oh my goodness me.
Cumberland Tower. This is B251 requesting entry to Cumberland. Over.
B251. Subject to signal indications, proceed into Cumberland Terminal. Over.
Cumberland Tower. B251 proceeding into Cumberland. Out.
Alright, I just need to wait for my brake pipe to charge and my brakes to actually release so that I can proceed into Cumberland Yard. This thing is not slowing down. Oh my goodness me, this is really problematic. Okay, yeah, brakes are still holding me. Come on, just a bit. The train is stretching. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We are moving. Okay, now we will be able to progress. It's just a little bit more. 0.6 miles. We just need to go via that location. I will have to probably change some switches. But yeah, this is one hell of a route, I'm not going to lie. It is really terrible route. The top speed that I can travel at is 15 miles per hour. So I need to remember that. In just a few yards I will be traveling downhill again, so I need to watch out on that. Oh my goodness me. This is really, really terrible mission. I hope everything is set up for us correctly. Because I'm absolutely tired. I'm drained after this mission. I'm absolutely drained. Okay, the train is nicely rolling. At notch 4. I was able to start it, which is good. I will drop down to notch 3, which should give me just enough power to keep this bad boy moving and not speed above what I have to. Yeah, in fact I'm losing speed a little bit, but it is going to change really quick. Okay, so now Is it showing me my route? No, it's not yet showing me the route. Okay, that's a whistle sound. It's still before 8 p.m. so I might as well use the whistle. Yeah, I'm traveling downhill right now, so it should be fine. Train will briefly slow down, but as the wagons will enter that zone where we are traveling at incline, or we are traveling downwards, they should start pushing on me and eventually help me out. Are they? Oh, come on, don't tell me I don't have enough power. I am absolutely sure I do have enough power. Are you kidding me now? Now I don't have enough power. I am absolutely sure I do. There we go. I'm telling you, this is one hell of a bugged mission. I was able to start rolling at notch 5 when I was on upwards incline, and right now I'm traveling downwards, and my train needs notch 5 in order to be able to pick up speed. Something is clearly wrong, and this mission is really bugged. It is absolutely bugged. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. Like, there are parts of the track where I can't stop, and right now I got parts of the track where I just can't move. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh, some sort of hiccups. Well, no wonder I'm recording this thing for over 3 hours already, is it? Yeah, it is going to be nearly 3 hours since I started to record. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely amazing. Right, this one is not... Oh, it is set. Okay, I just need to go through this location. Okay, the train finally started to pick up speed. Oh, I just can't wait for this mission to be over. I literally can't wait for this mission to be over. Alright, go via location Cumberland Terminal. So this is pretty much one of the longest bits where I just have to travel at a short distance, but well, as you can see, I'm not traveling at any great speed. I will let it coast because we are now fully traveling downhill. So I don't need any more power. The train is picking up speed on its own. Okay. Initial reduction should be alright, but it isn't. Wow, 59% service, and this train is not losing speed. Come on, come on. Release, okay. Just need to quickly check. Okay, this one is set. I need to operate switches manually. This one is set. This one is set. This one is set. Looks like all the switches are set for me. At least so far. But it's really, really terrible. This is one draining mission. It's one of those missions where you don't expect, well, too much of a trouble, because obviously we didn't have too much trouble moving this train. We had a lot of trouble actually stopping it. And it's absolutely nearly impossible to do so. Even at this slow speed, I need to use relatively large amount of braking force in order to slow this bad boy down. I'm nearly at my location, but I just go through this location and I will probably have to stop at the end of that siding. Okay, 51% brakes. And the train is slightly losing speed, which is good. That is very good. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Okay, okay, okay. We should soon be able to bring this train to a stop. Right now we are traveling on even ground, so we are not really picking that much speed. Perhaps part of our train is still on downhill. That's why there is something pushing us. But we should be pretty much okay. 0.6 miles to go. Yeah, we are very slowly picking up speed, but that is way too slow for us to make a huge difference. Oh, 0.6 miles. We will soon, yeah, 1,000 yards. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go, there we go. Nice and stable speed. Let's just enter those sidings. Let's stop the train and let's see how we did. I reckon we might lose a gold medal just because I actually had a few instances where I was speeding. At least once I was speeding significantly, so definitely that's not really the reason to reward me with like a gold medal. But we'll see how the point system in this game actually works, because I was literally going 5 miles per hour above speed limit, and the game already detected, yeah, mate, you are going way too fast. But literally this is one of those missions that is really annoying. It's rather annoying than pleasant, mostly because things just don't work as you would expect them to. Like introducing full brakes would expect your train to actually be brought closer to a stop instead of further away. And I've been getting completely opposite effect, and that is not really something that makes me happy. I do hope that all my junctions are set correctly. At least the game is not indicating me that I need to do anything in particular to set them. And so far everything seems to be working perfectly fine. I'm even traveling on even ground, which is nice. It's nice to know that for a few minutes I won't have to use my brakes. but it's not gonna last forever. Right, 130 yards. There we go. There we go. And we're through. Stop at location, Emmett's Creek. 1 mile to go. Okay, we can carry on at that speed. I might in fact give it 2 notches of throttle so that we will keep the speed that we are traveling at. It's not far. Oh, we are actually increasing our speed. Or, yeah, it's pretty much balanced. Okay, I can already see the stop marker, and I just can't wait to perform that stop, and hopefully this will be the end of the mission. Like, immediate end of the mission, because I really don't want to travel any way further with the locomotives themselves. I would really like to see that the mission will just end there. I can see the results and we can finish this, because it is definitely way too long to my taste. Oh my goodness me. The biggest problem is that upcoming missions seems to be pretty much same as long. Because we enter this part of the campaign or this part of the journey where I will get more and more missions like that. And while this one was really annoying because something didn't work, I will try to do some research and check if there is anything that I could set to actually help myself to brake properly, because this mission was really tough. I was running at a high risk of actually crashing my train because I had little to no control over my speed, and as you could see, I had to use emergency brakes in order to actually slow down. I don't think this is appropriate. I think those train brakes are designed to actually slow you down, not to allow your train to gain speed even on slightly higher inclines. And that was not the case during this mission. It felt like I'm traveling without the brakes at all. Oh, speaking of the brakes, I could in fact introduce slight braking power so that my train won't go above 15 miles per hour. Still got 600 yards to go. It's really hard to judge the right spot to stop. Let's see. Oh yeah, this yard is about to finish at that spot. So perhaps if I would introduce initial reduction right now, how is this going to impact my train? Yeah, it's pretty much not slowing down. Well, it is. Very slowly, it is. Okay, this is something. I will release the brakes now. Okay, 280 yards. I'm moving at 10 miles per hour. Slightly downhill. Okay, I will introduce another initial reduction because I'm getting dangerously close to that stopping point and I don't want to overshoot. Ooh, 90 yards. Okay, at least the train is stopping. That is a nice change from what we had just half an hour ago, where I just couldn't stop my train. 25 service. Full service. Oh, just look at this. Okay. That's not a bad spot to stop. I'm not going to lie. Okay, switch off any active lights of the locomotive. Lights off. This off. This one's off. Neutral. Full service control tower.
Good job. That's us done for the day.
Oh, don't you say. Right, I can open these doors. These ones can be closed. Wow. This is really, really terrible. Right, let's look left and right. Yeah, nothing's moving. I don't know why did they added this spice to walk to the control tower to complete my duty. You could end my duty like right now. This game is really, really enjoying to mock the player. This bit is absolutely unnecessary. After over 3 hours of driving, this bit is absolute waste of time. Unless the game wants me to travel at like 50 miles per hour on 25 miles per hour zone, and they said, oh yeah, that might not be enough for the player. He might not feel fulfilled. So let's give him another half a mile to go. Because why not? Well, perhaps I a little bit exaggerated. It wasn't half a mile, but why would I walk here? There we go. We managed to achieve a gold medal, believe it or not. So as you can see, I had few instances where I had to stop. Then I had few instances where I slowed down, but I've been braking harshly. My brakes were not slowing me down at all on these zones. Again, this is the zone where I had to slow down. That's the zone where I had to stop. It was absolutely terrific. That was really tough zone where I've been really struggling. But definitely it was one of the hardest missions I played so far. Fully fueled was one of them. It took us 3 hours and 9 minutes and 20 seconds to actually complete this mission. I think with that I can post it in full, but this is gonna be another long video. But well, it's not the first long video that I'm gonna post, isn't it? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely, did enjoy part of those missions. Part of those missions were just annoying, like the fact that my brakes didn't do nothing until I introduced emergency braking. If there are any specialists about, similar types of routes, they might want to enlighten me if that's a proper way of doing things. Perhaps if somebody who knows how to properly set up those locomotives can enlighten me what I did wrong on this part, I'm really more than happy to see what's the case. I did some changes throughout the video to settings of my locomotives to test them out, but nothing seemed to bring any effects. So yeah, that's how it went. We managed to successfully finish this mission. We got a gold medal, regardless of the fact that for quite some time I've been actually going over speed. And as you could see from the graph, or as you could see from the graph because you can't see it anymore, I've been actually increasing my speed until I introduced emergency brakes. Anyway, we did make it in the end, and that's what is most important. The cargo has been delivered. Right, Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.